Into one of your leading stories now, Hemakumar Nainakara assumed duties today as the governor of the Western Province. Several ministers and MPs were present for the occasion.
One-third of the total Sri Lanka population lives in the Western Province. This is also a province with the highest revenue and is home to the political and administrative centre of the country. Therefore, the post of governor comes with a great deal of responsibility. Though the term good governance or coalition government is not used, the province sets a benchmark. I'm honoured to preside over a provincial council where the ruling party and the opposition party are coming together to engage in governance.
The cabinet meeting is taking place at the Presidential Secretariat. It is reported a number of decisions are to be discussed at the cabinet meeting today. With that, we move on to more local news. The Central Committee of SLFP will be gathering for a discussion at 8 this evening under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena. SLFP General Secretary Duminda Dissanayake said 16 MPs who left the government recently will be present for this meeting, which will take place at the President's official residence. Meanwhile, the UMP's Reform Committee will be gathering today for further discussions. Deputy Minister and member of the Reform Committee J.C. Alavathuwala said the meeting will take place at 3:30 p.m. in the presence of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. In some political news now, a gathering of UPFA Kurunegala District Provincial Council members was held under the auspices of former Minister Dayasiri Jayasekara and several other MPs.
All of us should gather for the 2018 Provincial Council elections and the 2019 presidential elections. We believe we should create a force against UNP with joining hands with President Maithripala Sirisena and Mahinda Rajapaksa together with SLFP and the UPFA. We too are in favour if Parliament is dissolved and a new Parliament is formed to solve the internal issues of the country. We cannot do this alone. In the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, we need a two-third majority to dissolve the Parliament.
At
the Central Committee, we will discuss measures to move the SLFP to its current position. And we will also discuss if the SLFP will continue to work with the UNP. So, the month of May will be a very decisive month in Sri Lankan politics. Following that, we can implement a program to steer the country into a path of positive governance. After we take our seats in the opposition, another group will follow. The government will not have a majority. There will be a public discussion on the future action.
Minister Gamini Jayavikrama Perera, speaking to reporters, commented on the National Vessel Festival, which will take place centering the Bingiriya Devagiriya Rajamahaviharya.
All the temples in Sri Lanka are insured. Each and every district secretariat office has records of incomplete temples, and the funds are released on district level basis for the development of these temples. I believe I can complete this in 2 years' time. Under this program, it must be noted that the government is clearly committed towards protecting the important archaeological sites.
General Secretary of Parliament Dhammika Dissanayake says proroguing Parliament will not have an impact on the function of the Steering Committee of the Constitutional Assembly, which is tasked with steering the new constitution.
The activities of a number of parliamentary committees were suspended, including the function of COP and COPA, following the President signing the extraordinary gazette to prorogue Parliament. He added that functions of the Steering Committee of the Constitutional Assembly will be carried out unhindered, as it operates as the Selection Committee for Constitutional Reforms. Steering Committee of the Constitutional Assembly is being chaired by the Prime Minister. President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday signed a gazette proclaiming the next parliamentary session would be convened at 2:15 on the 8th of May.
The Jinnah Scholarship 2018 presentation award by Pakistan High Commission in Sri Lanka took selected Sri Lankan students at the BMICH yesterday.
The event was held under the auspices of the Pakistan High Commissioner Shahid Ahmad, Reverend Father Quintus Fernando, Professor Mohan Silva, Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jawadanapura, Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Members of Parliament Mujibur Rahman and S.M. Marikar also participated in the event.
4 suspects were arrested by the wildlife officers near the Iginimitiya waterfall when they were engaging in poaching.
The raid was carried out by the wildlife officers based on a tip-off received. According to the wildlife officers, the 4 suspects have been engaging in animal hunting and selling meat for a long period of time. 2 motorcycles and non-licensed ammunition was taken into police custody.
1 person was injured when a car and a lorry collided head-on in Battaramulla.
Following the accident, the driver of the car was admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. The cause of the accident was due to speeding. A water supply line was also damaged in the area. The lorry had crashed into a fence of a nearby house, causing damages. Talangama police are conducting investigations into the incident.
The Union of Progressive Agrarian Trade Union convened a media briefing, commented on the present political situation.
Whenever there is an issue in shuffling cabinet, it is done in a manner of applying oil. This is being used to mislead the people in the country. It was said a broad cabinet reshuffle would take place. However, only 5 to 6 people were changed. Now they say the complete cabinet shake-up would take place. This is being postponed and the shuffling is similar to shuffling a deck of cards. When cabinet is shuffled twice, the minister will have no time to function as the tenure of the government will draw to a close. The presidential election next year will be a very decisive one. The cabinet shuffle is being used to mislead the people.
Well, this is a wrap of lunchtime news for the day. More news follows on our website www.newsfirst.lk. I'm Cyrilla Fonseca for the News First team. Do join us again on our afternoon 55s as we bring you the very latest.